Alright, welcome to this video. What we got here is the MT5 Plus. Yesterday I picked the same lock without the sliders, so it rendered it to being MT5, and now I put back the sliders in. So there are four pin and pin. Then you got the alpha spring at the back, and you got the sliders that go into this groove right here on the side of the key. So that locks work well, and I'm going to try to pick this guy, and this time I'm gonna use a headlamp just to see, or try to see what the heck I'm doing, because at some point during the previous take I kind of lost track of where the sliders were completely, so I'm just gonna try to push them all to one side, and then we're gonna start picking this guy. So nothing on one, nothing on two. Just gonna align my tension wrench a bit better, right? Got a small click out of outer pin number 2. Got a click out of outer pin number 3. Got a good click out of outer pin 4. I think I already got one, so that would tell me that the alpha spring is ready to get poked at. There we go. Gave me good movement on the core. I'm just going to make sure that the pins are done talking. Okay, so I basically got nothing on the top pins anymore, so I'll assume that I'm binding against the sidebar. And I'm gonna try to see if pick is stuck. I'm gonna try to see if I can get some of these sliders into position. So number 1, get a little something out of slider number 2. Oh, there we go. I got a good false set. So that would mean that the sidebar is picked, and most of the outer pins actually. So let's try to see if I can find what's left. Okay, I got a small click on a inner pin number 2. I got another click at inner pin number 4. I'm probably just hanging on one inner pin somewhere, 1 or 2. Oh, there we go. Nice. Wow, all right. So, guys, this is the MT5 Plus. We'll cut it so we can see here that it is picked. So let's cut this guy. Shut this light, headlamp. Nice. All right, so I got the key, so I'm just going to lock it back up. And that was a pretty decent amount of time too, 6 minutes, pretty good. Okay, so where are my tools? Got the slider right there. So you need to gut it with the key when the sliders are in there, otherwise you're gonna lose all of your slider. So I'm gonna try and not ruin anything here. So there's just ball bearing that's just gonna fall off. So the sidebar is under. I'm gonna try to hold it in. There we go. So what I'm gonna do, where's my pinning shoe or the core holder? So I'm just gonna put that guy in the core holder right there. And I'm gonna start by dumping these pins. So we got pin number 1 right here. Oops. That's pin number 2. Stop mixing up, you guys. That's 3. That's 4. And that is the alpha pin. So if I turn the core, I'm going to turn it that way. Here's the ball bearing. That's for drill protection, I think. I'm going to get the sidebar out. So there we go. That's the sidebar on modified and fully functional. I'm gonna get these 2 very small springs out before I lose them. There we go, and then I can get the key out. And get the slider out. So let me just rearrange these things. The sliders on the bottom. So that's number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, which is kind of stuck. All right. There we go. These are the slider chambers. This is the sidebar chambers. That's where the ball bearing goes for drill protection. And these are the standard pin and pin 4 pins. And you got the chamber for the alpha spring. Let's see what we got on top. That's number 1. Super long spring. That's number 2. Super long spring. 3. And 5 position is going to be the standard driver for the alpha spring, and the last driver. So there you go. So let me give you guys a little close up at some of these pins. So these are the sliders. Oh, so I thought these guys had no false gates, but this is not true. So these guys do have false gates. They're really, really, really shallow, but they're there. Do they all have some? Yeah, they do. Okay. So all of the sliders do have false gates. It's just that they're really, really, really shallow. Yeah, you can make these out pretty good right there. So I got the 4 sliders over there. So key pins and driver pins are all standard. The only thing that has, it's the inner, whoa, that was something else that fell on the floor. Good. So you can see that the inner pins on the driver are slightly spooled. But I was lucky enough that on this core, there is no matching counter milling. I've seen MT5 Plus that have the counter milling to match the little spooled driver, and makes this pick a lot harder just because the sliders will get caught into these and I would need to check other videos, but I think these false gates in the sliders are really, really shallow compared to the other ones I saw. And this is the alpha pin or alpha spring or whatever. So basically what you pick is this part right there. So this is aligned with the pin and pins, and oops, and what you pick is that small portion right there, which sits pretty much in the middle of the lock. And a little close up of the sidebar. So basically the sidebar will come and sit in the grooves from the sliders. So there we have it, guys. So let's just give you a close-up of the whole assembly. So let me just flip these guys around. So 4 sliders. These are the key pins, inner key pins, alpha spring, driver for the alpha spring, and all of the trap driver. So there we go, MT5 Plus picked and gutted. Thanks for watching, guys.